Go best friend, never wanna call you best friend. Oh yeah, no texting, but they already get the message. Oh yeah, no stressing. If I got you by my side.
Hey y'all, it's DinayYvonne, and I'm back with another video. If you didn't know, now you know. I'm back, y'all. It's literally been like a whole month and some change. So, as y'all can see by today's title, today's just about to be a story time. I'm about to tell y'all, this is gonna be like mainly the reason why I haven't been posting, how like I wasn't being consistent and stuff like that, and why it took me so long to post another video. Okay, so yeah, I might make this into like a part 1 and a part 2, so stay tuned. Period. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I'm not going nowhere, but I just want to get cute, take some pictures, you feel me? But yeah, stay tuned. And let's get right into this video. Alright, y'all. So, I'm the type of person to, like, when something is going on with me or when I'm just not in the mood, I just don't want to do anything. Like, I really just don't be in the mood to do anything at all. By the way, I'm looking into my mirror. And I got another one right here, but if I'm not looking at y'all. But y'all listening. Okay, so anybody who knows me knows, like, I was going out with this boy for like 3 going on 4 years, right? And we broke up. We was just so close. Like, I'm gonna say this, we was best friends before we was in a relationship. Before we got in a relationship, we was like literally best friends. Like, we was best friends. And that's what, like, then we just started going out or whatever. Okay, so fast forward. Okay, so like towards our senior year, he had friends, but he didn't like he's so nonchalant. Like, he not the type to talk to people. But like senior year in high school, he always had friends, but like senior year in high school, that's when he literally like started talking to people more. Cause when I first met him, quiet as hell, didn't talk to nobody. Like, literally didn't talk to nobody. Then come out senior year, you talking to everybody. Like, he just more open now. So he had this one friend. I'm not gonna say one friend, but it was just one main friend. Just one main friend. I don't like him. I don't like him, and I'm keeping it a buck. They started doing like hella stuff together. Like, our senior year, we planned so much stuff together, so much stuff to do together. Like, as far as like growing up, you know, like, my eyebrows look crazy, but y'all know, like, growing up in a relationship and like taking stuff to the next step or whatever. As far as college or whatever you want to do after high school. So that was us. And I'm gonna just say, like, this, honestly, this friend that he had changed him. Like, I honestly, in my opinion, because he claimed he didn't, but in my opinion, this friend that he had changed him into somebody he wasn't. Not like, out of the 3 going on 4 years that we've been going out, I literally watched this friend change him into somebody he was not. Everything that I had planned for us as a relationship, he went ahead and did it with his friend. So I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, how you gonna do stuff with your friend knowing that I had the same shit planned for us? And that's where it all started, y'all. That's where it all started. Once you start, like, say if, like, once you start hanging around somebody and they use slang, a certain slang, you start catching on to their slang. That's basically how it is. Once you hang around a person, you start to act like that person. That's what I'm trying to say. And I didn't realize, I realized it, but I didn't really realize it until, like, now when I look back at the whole situation, I just be like, damn, like, this boy really changed you. Like, what the fuck? Alright, so cut to the chase. We was good. Now when I think about it, it's just like, are you gay? Are you gay? Like, okay. So yeah, so our last year in our relationship was rough. Like, it was really rough. Like, we was always on and off, always arguing or whatever. Like, always arguing about petty stuff. Stop talking to each other. or whatever. Like, so we both wasn't in college, whatever. Like, we really did everything together. We worked at the same job, everything. Like, we literally did everything together. Went to the same school, had the same job, everything. And then, like, after college, stuff just started, like, you just realize stuff started to go separate ways. We just started to go separate ways. Not separate ways, but, like, you could tell, like, the stuff that we was doing so often, we wasn't doing anymore. Right? Okay, so, after college, we were so good, like, yeah, we was still on and off, but it was just, like, we had a conversation where we like sit down and like decide, like, do we really want to be together or whatever. So we worked it out or whatever, and we was good. We was good for like some months. Like, I literally was happy or whatever. So the October that just passed, obviously. Yeah, so October that just passed, we was good, like, we was perfect or whatever. Not perfect, but we was good. And then this one day, we got into this big argument because he said that he had to go. We was on the phone, and he said he had to go do something, help his uncle do something. And I was like, okay, just call me back or whatever. And it was early. I think it was like 5. I think it was like not even 5, probably like 7. Whatever. He said he was gonna help his uncle, and then he was gonna call me back when he get back in the house or whatever. 2 hours go by, he never called, whatever. So I called him, he ain't answer. Called him, he ain't answer. Blowing up his phone, he's not answering. Right? So I got home because I was at my sister's house that day. I got home, he still ain't answer. Calling him, still not answering. Texting him, not answering. Nothing. So, I was asleep, and he called me like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what you doing? Like, where you was at? I thought you said you was gonna call me back. And he was like, oh, my bad, I went to sleep. This nigga lying. The first thing that's going in my head, I'm like, this nigga lying. He ain't go to no fucking sleep, because you was just up and active, and you was like, you about to go to your uncle's house to help him do something, and you gonna call me when you get back. If you really went to sleep, you had enough. When you got back in the house, you had enough time before you took your shoes off. You had enough time to text me and be like, oh, I'm taking it down early. You had enough time to text me you going to sleep. So now it's all of a sudden, oh, I went to sleep. How you went to sleep if you was helping your uncle? Caught you in your fucking lie. Like, you went to sleep. When he said I went to sleep, I'm like, you went to sleep? He like, yeah, I went to sleep. I'm like, all right, I'll go back to sleep. And I hung up. So normally he goes to work early. Like, he wake up like 6 or around like 7 and go. He got to be awake at like 8:30, whatever. So I woke up. I think I was off the next day. So I woke up at like 10 something. Normally I'll wake up to him text me like, good morning, I'm on my way to work. You know. I woke up, I'm checking my phone, and I go through our messages, and I see the same messages I text his ass the night I was blowing up his phone, last night, basically. So I call him. I'm like, hey, good morning, where you at? He like, I'm at work. I'm like, you at work? I'm thinking something. At this point, I'm thinking something wrong, because he always texts me like, good morning, I'm on my work. I'm on my way to work or whatever. Boom. Oh, so you at work and you ain't texting me good morning, right? So he like, I'm like, why you ain't text me? He like, oh, cause you made me mad last night. I'm like, I made you mad? How I make you mad? You the one who said you was asleep or whatever. And he like, oh, cause I was asleep. I'm like, okay. And he was like, okay, and hung up. So I'm like, all right. So we ain't speak. After he hung up, we ain't speak. Normally he go on break around like 12, 1 o'clock. He got like a 2-hour break. Boom. Right? So normally he call me when he going on break. So I'm home waiting for him to call me. This nigga didn't call me on his break. This nigga did not call me on his break or nothing. So I'm like, you know what? If you ain't gonna call me, I'm not gonna call you. So I didn't call him. He normally get off at like 6 o'clock. So at 6 o'clock, I'm waiting for him to call. This nigga ain't call. But he said he called. But I probably had my phone on Do Not Disturb. I didn't get it, but he said he called. But back to the story. He didn't call me. Or whatever. So I was just like, all right. So we ain't speak that whole day. The next day go by. We ain't speak. I'm like, okay, if you're not talking to me, I'm not talking to you. Fuck. So we ain't speak the next day. So I'm like, all right. And he posted on Instagram, like, you know, like, people start posting Instagram little quotes and stuff. So I seen this one quote. It looked a little too singlish for me. That ain't word, but it looked a little too singlish for me. So I'm like, you know what? Okay. So I just ain't say nothing. So this boy, okay. Backtrack. So this boy that he swear I used to talk to in high school. Swear. I never talked to this boy. Okay, so this boy, he swear I used to talk to him in high school. I was watching his Snap. And I swiped up. He posted a picture. The boy posted a picture. And I swiped up and said, ugly as hell. So I guess that means cheating. Cheating to boys, right? So I don't know if my ex was on my Instagram page or if the boy texted him like, oh, your girl in my DM or whatever. But somehow he found out that I text him ugly as hell. So he texted me out of nowhere. We wasn't talking. So my ex texted me out of nowhere like, so what you want to do, Danae? I'm like, oh boy. What done happened now? At this point, I'm confused. Because when I sent back the boy Snap ugly as hell, it wasn't like intentionally. It was just like, I just happened to go past it. Like, I just literally happened to go past it. It wasn't like intentionally. Like, now when I look back at it, it really wasn't intentionally. But if you felt that way. But nah, yeah. So he texted me like, so what you really want to do tonight? And I'm like, oh boy, here he go starting his bullshit. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I really didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. He like, oh, we don't speak for a couple of days and you already talking to other people. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, who I'm talking to? Who the fuck I'm talking to? Damn. Who I'm talking to? So I think he seen when I sent the boy back his Snap like ugly as hell. But I'm literally gonna tell y'all the messages. I sent back the boy Snap ugly as hell. And what the fuck? I keep cursing. And he said, would you miss me? And I didn't reply back after that. That's all. Like, so I guess he seen that or whatever. He was like, oh, we don't speak and you out here talking to other niggas already. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then he like, yo, every argument we get into, he'll bring up, you used to talk to this person or da-da-da. But it's just, every argument we get into, he'll be like, oh, you used to talk to this person. He'll just bring up some past stuff about somebody I used to talk to. About somebody I used to talk to. I don't know. So, after that, and I was just like, what you talking about? He told me, like, oh, he told me what he was talking about. I'm like, it wasn't intentionally. You posting stuff. Either way, you posting stuff on Instagram like you single, boo. So what's really up? Like, obviously you got something to say. So he was just like, then he gonna come out with the, oh, I just can't trust you. Now he gonna flip the whole story on me, saying how he can't trust me. He can't trust me now because I said you really wasn't, you really didn't go to sleep that night. So now he's gonna bring up the now I don't trust you, all this other stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, what are you talking about? At this point, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, we had a little old argument. We could have just got over it or whatever. So we both had this mutual friend. And now I know y'all all got this one mutual friend. I said mutual. I know y'all all got this mutual friend that if you tell that person something, you know they're going to go back and tell that person. You know they're going to go back and tell that person. So it's not like I only talk to this person just so she could go back and tell him. But it's like, I want her to get answers for me. You feel me? So, my friend, I would talk to her and she would like try to help. She would try to like work us out, like a little counseling or whatever. So, I would talk to her and she would just tell me everything he said. And he was just like, oh, I don't trust her. She's sending me receipts now. He texting her this now. He just like, oh, I don't trust her. All this other stuff. I don't think we could be together. All this other stuff. I'm texting him. He not texting me back, but he's texting her everything. But he not texting me back. So I'm texting him. He's still not texting me back or whatever. Text him. I'm calling him. He not answering my calls and nothing. He texts me like, what you want? And I'm just like, what? I'm like, you really not talking to me over this? Like, we really could have just talked about the situation. He like, yeah. At this point, I think he broke up with me. At this point, he broke up with me. And he was just like, oh, I don't trust you. We don't need to be together. We just need to focus on ourselves. Over this little old argument, he broke up with me. And I was just like, all right. He didn't talk to me or nothing. I kept texting him, trying to get him to talk to me. He wasn't talking to me. Wasn't answering my messages. Nothing. So, we was completely broken up at this point. I'm trying to contact him. He ain't want nothing to do with me. Y'all, I literally was crying. I was in my bag. I was crying because I'm like, you really not going, we've been together for so long and you about to let this little argument we could have talked about get between us. That's how much you know about a person. So I literally was crying, and this was like October. This was October. Yeah, this was in the middle of October, and I literally like I was crying like I didn't want to go to work. I like when you just don't be in the mood to do nothing. Like I literally was just not in the mood to do nothing. I didn't want to get up on my bed. I didn't want to do anything for like literally for the past 3 weeks. I was in my bed crying because I didn't want to do nothing. Like I literally was crying. I didn't want to do nothing. Like, and my mom, I didn't even tell my mom that we broke up at the time. She just knew because she seen me crying one time, and she just knew. But I didn't. After that, she be like, she asked if I wanted to talk about it, and I'll just be like, no, it's okay. Like, we just arguing. Like, I always used to cover him for him. Oh my God, I literally always used to cover him. And I just be like, no, we just arguing or whatever. So yeah, so for those 3 weeks straight, I was kept crying or whatever. Didn't want to do nothing. Then, like, I finally just like. We didn't speak. We really didn't speak or nothing. After those 3 weeks, I was good. It was like beginning of November. It was like in the middle of November now. We was, I was good. Like, I was okay. At this point, we haven't talked. It was like 4 weeks. Like, a month. We haven't spoke or whatever. Then, It's like 8 o'clock. I'm in a bed, sleep. Was I asleep or was I watching? No, I was asleep. No, I was watching TV. Watching YouTube, actually. Yeah, I'm just watching TV, whatever. And I get a call. I recognized the number, but I recognized the number, but I didn't really know who the number was. So, I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello? He going to say, hello, what's up, Danae? I'm like, hello? He like, yeah, hey, what you doing? I'm like, hey, I'm not doing nothing. He like, oh, you home? I'm like, yeah. Oh, why you sound like that? I'm like, because why are you calling me? He like, oh, I just wanted to check up on you or whatever. And I'm like, oh. He like, oh, I'm gonna call you back. And I was like, okay. Like, that's literally how my tone was the whole conversation. I'm like, okay. So, 10 minutes go by, 20 minutes go by. He called me. He called me again. I'm like, hello. He like, yeah, what you doing? I'm like, I'm still laying down. He like, oh, come outside. I said, come outside? What you want to come outside for? That's exactly how I was. I'm like, come outside. What you want me to come outside for? He like, oh, I'm going to talk to you. I'm like, what we got to talk about? He like, Danae, can you just please come outside? I'm like, all right. My dumbass goes outside. My dumb ass goes outside, y'all. I'm so fucking stupid. My dumb ass go outside. I go outside. We sit in his car. He gonna put his seat back. Look at me. Hey. I'm like, hey. The fuck? I'm like, hey, like, what you want? He like, oh, I missed you. No, he didn't even say I missed you. He like, oh, could we go somewhere quiet to talk? Remind you, it's cold outside. So now it's like, once it hit 5 o'clock, it's dark. It's quiet. It's dark outside. It's like 7 o'clock out. It's like 7 around 8 o'clock. We outside. It's dark. I live in kind of like a quiet neighborhood. It's so quiet. What other quietness do you want? So he gonna hit me with the, oh, can I drive somewhere quiet so we could talk? I'm like, go ahead. So, we driving. Well, he driving. I'm just sitting there in the seat, like, leaning against the window, like, on my phone. And we driving to the park. He talking. I'm just listening at this point. He like, I miss you so much. I'm so sorry. Like, this whole time, all I've been doing was thinking about you. All the lies in the book. Y'all. All I was doing was thinking about you. I miss you so much. I'm so sorry. Yo, buttering me up. And I'm just sitting there with a little smirk on my face. And he just like, I miss you. Like, I'm so sorry. And he just like, oh, all this time when we wasn't talking, I had to realize some stuff. You just all the lies, y'all. And I'm just like, That's my favorite. I just like, telling me this, and he like, what you got to say? And I'm like, I don't gotta say nothing. But I said I don't gotta say nothing. But in my head, I'm just like, how the fuck you gonna break up with me? Stop talking to me. Not answer none of my phone calls when I'm trying to get back together with you, and then pop up 4 weeks, a month later, calling me like everything is okay. Like, that's not okay. You can't do that. Like, that's really what I wanted to say. But I was just like, I don't got nothing to say. And he gonna hit me with the, he was just like, come, I want to work. I'm not saying I want to be together right now. I just want us to work on being together because I can't see myself without you. Just all the motherfucking bullshit. And I'm just like, So after that night, we end up, my dumb ass. We end up talking again like we was together. We wasn't together, but we was still doing stuff as if we was together. My dumb ass. After that, we was good. Like, after that, we was good. Still talking, falling asleep on the phone every night. We was good. It was like we was together, but we never spoke about, okay, we're together. So, sometimes Thanksgiving, we was good. No arguments, nothing. No arguments, nothing. Now we at close to Thanksgiving. We were so perfect. Felt like when we first met each other, that first feeling I get when we first meet each other, whatever. That's what it felt like. So we was good. So for Thanksgiving I went away. Right? And yeah. So I keep saying for Thanksgiving I went to Georgia to go see my dad's side of the family. And that whole week, was it a week? I think, yeah, I was over there for a week. For that whole week, he just kept texting me like, I miss you so much, I can't wait to get home. Like, we were just talking like, okay, when I get back home, we gonna make it official. Like, cause like I said, we never spoke. We was together, but we never said, okay, we was together. So it was just like, he was just like, oh, when we get home, we gonna talk about us finally being together, all this other stuff. So I was like, yeah, I can't wait to come home too. Like, I miss you so much. Like, we were so good. Then, yeah, we were so good. The day after Thanksgiving. The day after Thanksgiving was the night before I was coming back home. So the day after Thanksgiving, I was still in Georgia. But the day after that, I was coming back home. Or whatever. So the day after Thanksgiving, my other family my cousins from my mom's side live in Georgia too, like a different part of Georgia, so I went to go see them. So we was texting all day, good. So he left me this long paragraph. I was at my cousin's house, and he left me this long paragraph like, I miss you so much, all this other stuff. I can't wait to get home so we could talk about like being together, take our relationship to the next step, and like finally just stop playing and grow up. So I sent him this long paragraph back like, yeah, boo, I miss you, you know. And he didn't reply. He didn't reply to my long paragraph that I sent back. So I'm like, okay, what you doing? You ain't reply to my message, so what you doing, boo? So I text him. I'm like, what you doing? What's taking you so long to reply? And he didn't answer. So now at this point, it's dark. It's like 10 o'clock. I think it's like 10 o'clock at night. It's pitch black. It's pitch black outside. I'm in the room. I'm in my cousin's room with my two cousins and my sister. We laying in the bed watching a movie. So he I text him. I'm like, what you doing? Like, what's taking so long to reply? And he ain't reply to that message. So I'm like, all right. 5 minutes go by. He called me. I'm happy as hell. Pick up the phone, happy as hell. I'm like, hey, babe. He like, Danae, we need to talk. Like, okay, what we need to talk about? Remind you, I'm still in the room with my sister and my cousin. He gonna hit me with after I said what we need to talk about, this nigga takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry. He hit me with I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It was a mistake. And I'm like, the first thing I said, I'm like, just say it. Because I hate when people budge the what they gotta say. Like, don't tag on what you gotta say and don't say it. Like, I hate that. And at this point, I'm just like, say it. Like, I hate that. You know I don't like that. It ticks me off. And he's just like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. It was a mistake. And I'm just like, what? This nigga gonna hit me with this nigga gonna hit me with If y'all want part 2, make sure y'all like this video, comment down below. Share this video to your friends, because this is a true story. And I'm about to put y'all, I'm about to put y'all on to the T. So make sure y'all comment, because y'all won't believe what this motherfucker said to me. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and part 2 is coming soon.